Hello, 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 everybody. What's going down, clowns? What's happening? Today is Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday, yes, it is. Freestyle Friday, yes, it is. And we are doing a dual broadcast over here on Instagram. What's up, Celeste? My mother has chimed in on Instagram. How you doing? I'm gonna call you in a minute. All right, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. I promise. I promise. So much going on. What up, Kenny Crouch? What's going on, Vanessa? Hi, Nessa. How you doing? Much love to everybody that's coming on in. I will not be on here too long, to be quite honest with you, because a girl is getting ready. Me and my wrinkle shirt. We're getting ready to get on out of here and go to Costa Rica. That is right. Yep. Never died. Going to Costa Rica. For the 6th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat. That's exactly what we're going to do. So today is a very interesting and a special Freestyle Fridays, only because I won't be on here, I'm thinking, until August, right? 2 weeks from Monday. But we'll see what happens. Your girl might slip in on a Friday before that. You never know what goes down, clowns. But I really came on here to be truthful with you, and I'm going to be straight up and down and transparent, because if you don't know SonjaMarie, you won't know. Nah. There's one thing that you can count on in regards to myself. I'm incredibly honest, sometimes to a fault. So the real reason why I'm coming on here is for the folks over at YouTube. I have to tell you that. I got a family over at YouTube. I got the village over at YouTube. Big up to the folks over at YouTube as they slide on in, and I will say hello to them in a minute. Because, not sometimes, a lot of times, I miss them. And y'all deserve this extra special broadcast of any readings that need to come through in this moment in time. And I say that because I appreciate your support. And that's for everybody, but specifically for those on YouTube that come on every week and encourage a sister silently to continue to do what I do and offer up what I offer up. Because to be truthful with you, sometimes it can get a little weary over here and you don't know who's listening and what's going down. You're like, am I talking to myself? Is this making sense to anybody but me in this mug? And although some people do answer and they validate the situation, you still question. So this is for my folks over at YouTube. What up, fam? What up, village? What's going down? And if y'all don't know about the village over in YouTube, y'all need to come and join us, please. SonjaMarie's Wordlife Astrology page. The SonjaMarie's Wordlife Astrology page. You can access it by going to the bio, and there's a link. And just come on over live, because we are live. Or you can stay right here and just join another day. What up, Angela Hill? Miss Lady J is in a place to be. Bijou was actually up first. That's my girl right there. And these delectables. Sweet Tea is here. What up? Yeah. Asha Basha. What? Are you checking this out on the plane? I'm so confused. Or are you in Houston? What you doing, young lady? Kimberly Sterling is here. Naisia is going down. And Ann Weissman, of course, is around. She's always around. Ann Weissman, you're a great support. I appreciate your love, and I pray that you are getting all this information good for your heart. Maya is here. What's going on, Kimberly? And Superhero Huff. I like that. Superhero Huff. Okay, I'm goofy. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I am hot and bothered. I probably need a shower. That's for ding dong, damn sure. And I am ready to get the heck out of noisy ass Los Angeles. Ready for the mountains. Ready to get into this sweet little protective bubble that my my village gets into when we go to these retreats. It's going to be a special year. I'm really excited. I wanted to go off on a tangent, but I'm not going to do that. I will ask you, though, to prep this particular broadcast that we have going down that may or may not last for, I don't know how long it's going to last, to be quite honest with you, with questions. I want you to ask me some questions. Ask me some questions. Thank you. Somebody says safe travels over here. I appreciate that. Can Crab 59. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So please ask any questions that you may have, or if you want a quick reading, please put up your sun, your moon, and your rise. Thank you, Bijou. Bijou, she said, feel free to hit that like button. I appreciate that. You know why? Because here on YouTube, if you hit that like button, it alerts and what you call this thing, YouTube, and it creates a little bit of a ripple in the algorithm, so your girl's face can come on up. Oh, that's Gail. What up, Gail? How you doing, my fellow Cancer sister? Happy belated. I'm sure it is because it's not today, right? And it's the last day of Cancer season, so happy belated birthday to you, honey bunny. Let me take a little sip. So please prep. Let's get prepped. Y'all have any questions? If you have questions, please put a question mark in front of the sentence and behind the sentence, like in Espanol. I appreciate that because I don't have my glasses on and I can't see that well. So do that thing, and also put your sun, your moon, your rise if you want a quick reading. I'd appreciate that. I'm gonna pick a couple of people today, and then go on. Again, your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. All right. Let me see if there's a couple of questions. Bijou's just hitting the sister up. I appreciate all of that, Bijou. Oh my gosh. Like in Espanol. You so daggone cute. I can't stand it. Roxy, we're gonna miss you, honey. You're gonna have to catch the next one, that's for sure. That is for sure. But have a really, really good time, and congratulations in your job. El trabajo. Trabajo. I'm trying to get ready for Costa Rica. Ooh, I just had a little bit of a wave that just came over me. Anyway, let us get it going. Where is the pressure coming from, and why, Superhero Huff? Listen, that was the first question that we got. Where's this pressure coming from? I want to divert you to my previous video. Superhero Huff, if you have not watched Monday's weekly rundown, please do that thing. I actually watched it myself, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Please forgive me, y'all, for looking a little bit rough today. I'm really just moving and grooving, running around this house and doing my best to get ready. But in any case, Superhero Huff, please go to the previous video. It'll tell you extensively. As I checked it out, I was like, whoa, that is a lot of information. Why today is a little bit crunchy. I remember that T square that we talked about. Oh, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Really, really crazy what's going down right now. But it's okay. It's all right. We're going to work through this as we always do. That's where that pressure is coming from, honey. How you respond to it is the way. That's the real test right there, is how you respond to the pressure. You know what I mean? Because pressure is always going to be there, right? Any other questions that are coming up before I slide into a couple of the readings that are being asked of me in this moment in time? And again, please, and very please, put a question mark in front and in behind it. I'm receiving so many downloads right now. I don't even know where to begin, to be quite honest with you. Rabbi Rob, what is happening with you? All right, we're gonna start. Nope, we're going to start over on here. That's what I'm feeling. Trabajo, Rachel. El Bill. Yolanda Allen, I would love to give you a reading, honey pie, but Sag, Aries, Virgo, which is which? Sun, moon, rise. You need to help me out right there, honey. Miss J. Jackson, let's start with you. So we're going to go Village, IG. I am Sayaba. Ooh, Sayaba. I hope that's right. I'm gonna come to you next. Okay, we're gonna start on what you call this, YouTube, and then go over to IG, and then go back to YouTube, and then go to IG. One from each. Okay. So, question for everybody: what's the biggest impact that Leo season has had on you? That is the question for Maya. Maya, getting this village going. Oh, Maya, you would have so much fun. And I need you at the retreat. That's for sure. She's the one that keeps it going. Maya got the questions for sure. So if y'all want to answer Maya's question over here on YouTube, do that thing. She says, what has this what was the biggest impact that Leo season have on you? Is her question. Y'all chime in and let that thing roll. But let me go back to who I say I was gonna read. I just lost the whole gosh darn thought and situation. Miss J Jackson. There we go. You still here, honey pie? She has a Leo sun. Happy solar return almost. About to come on in. I'm gonna hit y'all up on IG in a minute. Leo sun, Aries moon, Virgo rising. Well, there you go. That Virgo rising is the wrangler. So you know why we do, first of all, moon and sun and rising situations, because if you didn't know, I call them the three big obvious. The three big obvious for a particular reason. Those are the three energies that come off of our personality almost always and quickly. The sun being who we are, our core self, our vulnerable self. The rising, it has the job of protecting who we are, right? Fending people off, and also has the job of attracting certain things depending on its energy, right? And then the moon is the emotional knee-jerk reaction to everything that happens around us. So on the real, all day, every day, we're usually in people see, and we usually are in one of three of those spaces. All right. So the sun, the moon, and the rise for Miss J Jackson. She has a sun in Leo, again, Aries moon and Virgo rise. The reason why I said that Virgo is heading you off and keeping that fire behind you on some respect is because when Leo and Aries get together, it's hardcore in a sense, right? That fire is going, that fire is moving, that fire is burning, it's creating opportunities. It's a little courageous and sometimes can be a bit much for people. And I don't mean that from a judgment standpoint. It's just big. When fire burns, when fire comes at you, think about that, intuitively speaking, right? When fire comes at you, every now and again, you need to wrangle on some level, if that's your journey. And apparently you have chosen in this particular incarnation to have Virgo on that rise to help you to wrangle it. Virgo being on your rise is a discriminating energy. It's a critical energy. It also helps you to look at to rationalize and to be logical about some things. So if your Leo sun and your Aries moon emoting some Aries energy is coming at people, pretending to be the fire starter, the baby, the courageous one, being forthright. Virgo says, yo, I know you are all of these things, but hold back and let's assimilate, let's distribute this fire energy in an organized type of way. That's at the very least, to be quite honest with you. And what I mean by that is that Virgo has a way of, again, looking at everything that's coming through it when it's on the rise to make some purpose out of it, to put it somewhere, to be of service, so to speak. So you're not just Leo, although Leo is a big energy that wants to shine and wants to be considered in everything and has a huge heart. But Leo energy can be really, really self-centered, like Aries energy, as you emote and respond to people, can be really, really selfish at times too. The Virgo helps you to remember people. So that's a nice little balance, cutie pie. That's a really nice balance. What I ask you to do, though, as I move on to the next person, I still got you over here on IG if you're not there. What up now? Oh, wait, I see you in a couple of days, cutie. But that Virgo energy can sometimes do, again, just to remind you, sometimes it can over rationalize a situation, right? And cause people to go, I should say, cause you to slip into denial sometimes. Does that make sense, sweetie? This is for Jay Jackson, I think, Miss Jay Jackson. It causes you to go into denial sometimes. Virgo energy loves to slip into denial. Why? Because it doesn't like to admit to its own imperfections. And it doesn't want to see the imperfections on somebody else. Does that make sense? So just be careful of that. You know why? Because Aries is a baby. Your moon and how you react in a fast kind of fashion. It's like, it's all about me. It's all about me. And then the Virgo will be like, actually, it is about us. And let me, is pontificate a word? I just want to know, because sometimes I use words and I think that I got it from the I don't want to put no judgment on nobody, but I think I got it from the jail culture. Now, motherfuckers in prison and jail just be making up words. Sometimes I do the same thing. I just make up words. The Aries and the Leo energy wants to pontificate that it's all about you, right? But Virgo was like, yeah, it is. And I'm going to give people the reasons to see why it's all about us. And if we are continuously being plagued as being selfish and self-centered on some level, Virgo energy would say, I'm going to make some sense of it. And then if I can't make sense of it, I'm just going to go in straight denial and be like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That ain't me. That's somebody else's daughter. I'm just saying. So just be careful of that. You understand what I'm saying? See your imperfections and love them, girl. Girl. Who else is over here? All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I'm so glad that y'all are in here. Let me see. Pimp and prison culture. Not always. And thank you. Pontificate is a word. I love you for saying that. I am Sabaya. Good God. Did I pronounce your name right? It's a beautiful name. I hope that's your name. Okay, let's go to you. Now, you have a sun in Virgo. Look at that. The moon in Cancer and a Scorpio rising. That's very, really, really interesting. Sun in Cancer. Nope. Sun in Virgo, Cancer moon. I'm confused by your symbols, honey. Oh my gosh. Now I'm really confused. I know that you try to. Okay, so I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because of the symbols are confusing me just a touch. So it's a sun in Virgo, it's a Cancer moon, and a Scorpio rising. I am Saiba. Got it. Saiba. Yes. So did I read that properly, honey bun? Sun in Virgo, Cancer moon, Scorpio rise. Okay, cool. Thank you. I love that. I love that. I love that in a sense. I mean, I love all gosh darn combinations, but here's the reason why I love that in particular, right? Is because the Virgo makes you, again, very service oriented. I always say that Virgos are either the best nurses or the best or the best stage managers, because they're always there to assist. They're always there to lend the shine to somebody else. This is what I will say about you, sweetie pie, in regards to that Cancer moon. Anybody with a Cancer moon especially has to be really, really careful. Cancer energy in itself, yeah, you have to be careful of what it is that we absorb. Right? Cancer energy just absorbs like Pisces and Scorpio. It absorbs emotions, but Cancer wants to hold on to it and make it our own, so to speak, especially when it's in your moon, because it gets a little confused in the moon. Let me explain why. Because the moon is Cancer's ruler. So if the moon is in its natural state, right? It thinks that its job is to take on the emotions of other people and to mother them, by the way, right? To mother these people along their way, right? To hold on and to possess. Cancer energy is very possessive, incredibly possessive, especially from an emotional standpoint. Understand this. So if it's in your moon, there's the emotion right there. You want to possess, you want to hold on to other people's emotions, and then you want to take care of them in an emotional space because you think it's your responsibility. On top of that, you got that Virgo sun that's going to follow through as the nurse, as the stage manager, as the one who's very, very detailed oriented and is always trying to look for something to do for somebody and make their life better. That's what Virgo does. And then Cancer does that from an emotional standpoint by being somebody's mama, right? Or holding them and wiping their tears. Now, here's the switch up with your Scorpio rise. Your Scorpio rise, at least, is on the edge of watching for everything and everybody. Ooh, Sabaya. Is that the right word? Oh, girl. Saiba. That's crazy. And tell me if I ain't wrong. Saiba. That Scorpio rise always got them eyes going. Oh, I tell people here in the village over on YouTube, Scorpio rise energy either has really, really small eyes and or you're always observing. So at least the Scorpio energy on the rise, on your face, on the outside of you is looking to see who to service and who not to service. That's a good thing. However, if you let ego get in it, you will go hard for other people too, because Scorpio energy is very, very 0 to 60. It's very extreme out this month, from one thing to the next. You did? So watch who to service. And please, with that Scorpio rise, do your best not to go hard for people in a way in which you go into the darkness. And I don't mean that to scare people away and to talk about darkness, right? What I mean is that Scorpio is not afraid to go anywhere, to go anywhere deep, anywhere dark, anywhere that anybody else can't understand. Scorpio will figure it out from any emotional standpoint, from any practical standpoint. Scorpio's like, I'm jumping in the bottom of the ocean. I'm going to go there with you. So be careful. Okay? Saiba, be careful. Be careful of taking on too many projects for people. All right? That's all I'm going to say about you, young lady, because there's a lot of people around you. And I'm not trying to be, you said it is a word too, huh? I love y'all. I'm not trying to do that. Go into your people. They around you, girl. It's a lot of energy on this dual broadcasting, and I'm so grateful that you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's switch on over to YouTube. Again, we are doing free readings right now. If you're just sliding in, and I'm gonna do my best to keep them quick as possible, but sometimes I get on a roll and information just starts dropping in. So I'm gonna go back and forth. It is YouTube's turn. The village, the folks up in the village. Much love to you. And let me see who I can pick up. I think everybody is talking among themselves because I see all these acts. So I'm not trying to get into your conversation, but I need to find some three big obvious, some positions here. Don't nobody want to read them? Don't nobody want to read them? Oh my God. What just happened? Yolanda, did you come back with your correct information? Ooh-wee. All right, y'all. Girls trying to slow down. Slow down. What y'all doing over here? Don't nobody want to read? Okay. So we do readings often, actually. Okay. Yolanda's there. All right, here we go, honey. So what'd you say? Your sun is in Sag, your moon is in Aries, and your Virgo is on the rise. Well, I'm not going to repeat the information in regards to the Virgo rise situation. So let me pick on something different. Instead of you having a Leo sun, you have that Sag sun. And then you have that moon in Aries too. Both fire, just acts a little different. Leo likes to burn dramatically, whereas Sag likes to burn quietly. I always say to my clients, Sag is like, it's fire, burns like an idol on the stove. Nice and easy, but constantly, right? Sag is Sag is the fastest and quickest sign of the zodiac. Always moving, always got all the energy. Here's the thing about Sag energy, though. Is it productive? That's a real question. And I'm not trying to poke fun at you, but you know I'm a comedian on here every now and again. Yolanda, are your movements productive, or are you just going to the store 5-6 times a day? That's a real question. I'm just saying, as an example. The bottom line is that Sag energy does have, a lot of energy, and it does want to keep things going. But oftentimes, Sag energy moves and burns to dismiss anything that's in the way, especially emotional information. You get that? Sag is like, I just want to get back to happy. I just want to get back. You're welcome, Sabia. Oh gosh, Saiba. Got it. You're welcome, Saiba. Sag energy, especially when it's in the sun, just wants to get back to happy. It will bypass anything that's way too deep. Not unless you got some other water signs around you or in your chart or whatever that helps you to go deep. For the most part, Sag is like, yo, I just want to know where the party is. I'm not trying to talk about nobody's grandma, nobody's granddad, no nothing. And if you do, you take in the information and you keep on pushing. It's all good. It's what you're supposed to do. But if you are in a position in which you're trying to heal, young lady, that's the space that I come from. Almost always when I give readings, it's about how we can get better. Oftentimes people say, well, can you tell me something good? It's all good. And first of all, I ain't here to blow smoke up your ass and keep everything positive all the time. You know why? Because that's unrealistic. How about that? Let's talk about that. It's very, very unrealistic to think that we're supposed to stay in this happiness, this blissful state almost always. We need to learn how to live in duality in a successful type of way. So my position to you, I should say, what I'm saying to you, sweetie pie, is to get more acquainted with how you can evolve and release some emotional situations that may be plaguing you. Now, here's the situation, too. I said I was going to make these quick, right? Oh, no. Because Aries is a baby, right? You don't necessarily want to go there because Sag is trying to get, and Aries is the moon, and that's emotions, right? So you want to burn through your emotions quicker than quick because you're the baby, because you got other shit to do, because it's all about you. Let's just put it like that. Okay. Sag wants to burn through it and move through it because I want to get back to happy. I don't want to make anybody upset. I don't want to be upset. I want to be friends with all my exes. You know what I mean? I just want to do whatever it is that I need to do just to be happy and to be okay with life. And then here's your Virgo on the rise that actually can rock with that Sag energy in a way. Oh, thank you, honey love. I appreciate that. If you'd love to donate to my channel, please hit up my Cash App, my Venmo, or my PayPal. That's here on what's you call this, YouTube. I really, really appreciate. But thank you, honey love. That was so sweet of you. But here's the deal: with that Virgo on the rise, she's gonna agree on some level to that Sag energy of wanting to dismiss anything emotional and is piercing the soul, trying to make you evolve. Right? She and the real reason is because she doesn't like to look for the imperfections as well. But remember what I said: if Virgo on the rise ain't looking for the imperfections, she'll go into straight denial. She'll go into denial, and then the Sag in you will never have a chance to heal from certain things until you're forced to, until you're pushed in a corner to. And we never really want to be pushed into a corner to heal and evolve with some shit, right? That looks very dramatic. That looks like a breakup in the middle of the mall. You know what I mean? That looks like a fist fight, at the family reunion on some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that you would do that, but I'm saying that's what it looks like. When you deny your emotional evolution, trust and believe destruction is on its way, and it's going to break down some things so you can get it. So don't deny it, is my point. All right, honey pie. All right. Will Venus retrograde affect Venus in Leo or any other Leo placements? Of course, sweetie. Of course, of course, of course. Venus is retrograde, is going retrograde tonight. It's going to affect everybody, is the answer to that question, right? When it's in Leo, or if it hits a Leo planet, it's going to do it in a way in which you're going to flow with it. I'm just going to leave it at that, only because I don't want to do individual reads in that perspective, because I don't know where it fits in your chart, honey pie, right? So the thing about it is, yes, Venus is going retrograde today. If you are Leo, it will be a little easier for you to unpack your self-worth. If you are a Taurus or a Scorpio, it may be a little harder because Leo squares Taurus and Scorpio. I hope you understand that, and moving on. Sweet tea in the place to be. Tonight, yep, Treasure 72, Venus is going retrograde tonight. And if you did not check out my previous I got you, J Smith 79, give me 30 seconds. If you did not check my previous video here on YouTube, Venus going retrograde is a lot of different things, right? Let's just say old loves want to come back, and baby, please, baby, please, I love you, baby, please, baby, take me back. My heart is breaking because I want you. When Venus goes retrograde, it's about reviewing all love. It's about reviewing your money. Somebody holding your coins. It's about reviewing your value and your self-worth. How you feel about you. And how about this? How you feel about you is more important than how other people feel about you. Stop looking for people to validate. Please. Even your parents, sometimes they ain't gonna like what you do. And at the same time, are they walking your path? No. So you got to walk your path, do what you do for you, boo-boos. Y'all get that? Okay, that's what Venus in retro is about. But please visit, especially my retrograde Freestyle Friday that I did. If it wasn't last week, it was the week before that on YouTube. Okay, I love for y'all to check that out, and it'll tell you every planet that's going retrograde. By the end of August, we'll have 7. So it's time to slow down, clowns, and clownsettes. J Smith 79. She has a Taurus sun, Aries moon, and Leo rising. Now, here's the deal about that. That Taurus sun and that Leo energy is a square, right? So Jay, how you show up in the world, your rising energy, how you again how you show up and how you defend yourself is very different than who you are, contrary to who you are. The Taurus in you is incredibly dependable, is reliable, is steadfast, methodical, grounding. I love Taurus energy, to be quite honest with you. You always kind of think they're just stoic and they're bored, but they're not. Thank you, Bijou. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button over here on YouTube. I appreciate that. Um, they're not bored. They just like, things regularly, like on a regular type of situation. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of feel. That's what Taurus energy is about. However, some never on your rise, sweetie pie, you have Leo. And Leo on the rise, again, is a square to Taurus. So Taurus trying to be, or not trying to be, is incredibly grounded like a tree. Imagine that. You got a tree. Oh, here's the visual. I love analogies. You have a tree or visuals, and you have a tree that's dressed up in a tutu, because the tutu is the Leo part and the tree is who you are. So you show up as a fancy tree. Is that right? Leo energy on your rise makes you loud, makes you magnanimous, brings attention to you that possibly maybe the Taurus doesn't want. Taurus feels like the Taurus in you feels like it's unwarranted, so to speak. I don't want all this attention. Well, then you might want to just chill out, like tone it down if you don't want the attention. Does that make sense? And then the Leo moon, the Aries moon responds in a way, just like I said, I don't want all this attention, ready to fight, ready to take somebody out, Jay, because they didn't gave you the attention. The Leo has to get checked, or you use that Leo energy to bring things to you. And then the Taurus says, let me practically put that together. Let me handle that. Let me figure out a way to service people. Let me manifest what it is that I drew to me, right? Let me manifest and multiply that for other people, to take care of other people in other situations. Does that make sense? I love what I do. I love what I do because it helps people to see who they are. It's like puppeteering. It's like schizophrenia. If you know who you are and you know all of these different parts of you, you fall in love with you a whole lot deeper. You know why? Because your personality is going before your spirit. Not everybody gets your spirit, because we don't show our spirit, our soul, our vulnerable spaces to everybody. We don't. But you know who they get, whether we want them to or not? Our rise, our reactions, which is our moon sign, and who we are sometimes, which is our sun. So we need to know those things and how we parlay those things, right? Is the reason why I do readings, is the reason why I do retreats. We got to leave to Costa Rica in 2 days. Is the reason why I do retreats, is the reason why I live in this space, right? Because I want to know who I'm dealing with, and I want people to know who they're dealing with. And if you can't deal with it, kick rocks. It's really okay. One less thing people have to worry about. But bow out nice like. Does that make sense? All right, we're going back over here on YouTube. I appreciate y'all being in here, and I wish I can read all your comments. I really, 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 really do. But if I do, I'll get distracted and shit, and see, I'm reading all the things now. Anyway, let me go on over here to YouTube. Thank you, Bijou, for holding it down. You and Maya got it going. Y'all got conversations happening. What is going on here? Okay. Oh, thank you, honey love. I appreciate that. I got my mama's smile. I got my mother's smile. Her name is Celeste. Okay, I'm looking for sun, moon, and risings over here. Edna King, Miss Edna. I didn't mean to do that to you, but Edna is a very elderly name. I don't know if you're an elder. I'm not trying to disrespect. Let me shut up before I do. But it makes me think of, sometimes you have old names like Josephine and Marianne. Back in the 30s and the 40s, 50s, Edna's one of them names. It don't matter. I just want to put that out my mind. Oh my God, what's up with all this Leo and Aries energy that's coming out? Y'all want to know about something? She has a Leo sun. Edna King does. An Aries moon. I'm not going through that, but we're going to talk about that Libra rise, though. Hopefully, Edna, you got some insight from the couple of people that I just read about that Leo and that Aries energy, okay? Let me add Libra to the mix. That Libra rise, my mentor, Mama Nita used to say all the time that people that have Libra rise, not necessarily Libra sun, but Libra rise, because remember that rise is what attracts people. It's what pulls people in, and it's also what you put out into the world. That Libra rising is always looking for a partner. So my mentor used to say that Libra rise people go outside dressed. You going to the store, what you putting lipstick on? Because you never know, girl, I might meet somebody. Right, Edna? You still here? You still here, Edna? Oh, God, this should drop off. That Libra rise is always looking to flirt, always looking for to make peace with somebody or something, justify some things, right? That Libra rise is always looking to be the mediator. The Libra rise is always look in the middle of an argument. Like, it's okay, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. Remind me of that cute little video that's going around with that sweet little girl. He said, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. But can we keep it down? Can we keep it down? Anybody else see that? She's my favorite. She's like, I don't want to be mean, but y'all motherfuckers are bugging out. Basically, is what she's saying. But that's that Libra rise kind of feel. That's that Libra rising kind of feel. It's like, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to throw you off a little bit, but I think we all need to come into peace. Edna King, you still here, honey pie? If I don't see you, I'm just going to keep on moving. Actually, I am going to keep on moving anyway. Yeah, it's sweet, ain't it, Angie? Ooh, I'm talking a lot. All right, let's move on over here to Megan T. I'm just going to keep it like that. Megan, what's happening? All water over here, she says. Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, and a Cancer rising. Look at that. Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, and a Cancer rising. Yeah, that's a lot of water. And do you know, please, 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 I hope you take baths. I hope you wash that off. You should have a saltwater spritzer, a little spray bottle in your gosh darn car, in the bathroom, next to your bed, of salt water again, or any kind of like water plus essential oils. You need to, you do. Oh, good. Oh, girl, you need it. You absolutely need it, because you pick up everybody. That sun in Scorpio, basically, she can fend certain things off, but once she gets a hold of everybody's emotions via your emotions, which is your moon, or on your rise, right? Once you get a hold of it as a Scorpio, now it's a project. And by the way, Scorpio energy loves to control. It's one of the two most controlling signs of the entire zodiac. Yes, it is. That's Scorpio and Capricorn. Capricorn controls because, it's just boss like that. And it believes that it knows almost everything. Not like Aquarius, but it knows what to do from a practical standpoint. That's Capricorn's control. Right? Scorpio's control is, I want to control my emotions. I want to control the situations around me, so my emotions don't go out of whack. So I'm gonna pick the Scorpio energy. So I'm gonna pick the restaurant that we're gonna go to, because if I don't like the restaurant, I'm gonna be mad and I'm gonna blow shit up. That's Scorpio energy for you. Not all the time, but sometimes, yeah. That's the control that you like to have, because again, you don't want to upset yourself or anybody that's around you. But it's still control, baby bubba. I just want to say that. You know what I mean? So yeah, please wash yourself off. Take care of yourself. And that Pisces moon, you probably was a baby or a young child that saw a lot of spirits. Pisces moon people, especially Pisces moon people, are children and adults, for that matter, if you didn't shut it down, are able to see spirits walking around, are able to connect and feel energy that's on them almost always. That's Pisces moon for you. I pray that you utilize that. I pray that you assist people in this moment in time, because we need help. Everybody needs help. Edna King, you here? You've been waiting for a long time. The name that is. I just read you. I just read your thing. Um. Anyway, I don't want to get caught up in conversation because this one-way mirror thing is so freaking weird. Sometimes y'all could be saying something totally different, and I'm here thinking something else. Okay. So yeah, Megan, that's basically it for you, baby. But I want you to pay attention to too about that cancer rise as well. When cancer is on the rise, you get really good hugs, and you everybody's mama. And sometimes they don't want you to be their mother. I'm just gonna put that out there and be in your ass real quick. They don't want you to mother them. I'm just saying. I know that as a cancer son, but my rise blocks that sometimes, right? My rise sometimes. For the people that know me, shut up. But sometimes. But that cancer on the rise, it just goes out before you even have a chance to pull it back. And you want to mother people. You want to nurture them. You want to bring them home like stray cats and shit. Like, hey. Watch yourself, Megan. Don't do that. You can't fix everybody, boo-boo. Especially when your own shit is falling apart. Not to say that it is or allude to such a thing. But the bottom line, when it is, you don't have that emotional fortitude for people. So be careful, all right, honey? All right. Let's move it on to YouTube. I'll do one more on YouTube and then one more on Instagram. And then I'm out of this piece. Actually, I want to read a card real quick so I can leave y'all with a word. And then I'm on the plane, y'all. I'm out of here. Eye cackle. What's an eye cackle? Bijou, okay, I'm not getting in y'all's conversation. Y'all, I said that 7 times already, and I am a liar. I'm a liar and a cheat. Okay. Nobody else wants to thank you, Kimberly. She said 4 likes and 31 in here. Get up on that button, girl. I appreciate my village. This is why I do this thing because they support a sister. You need good support in your life. Trust and believe it. Even if it's from afar, you need good support. You need people that believe in you. Yo, I got a story to tell, but I ain't going to do it today. I got shit to do. But support helps, or else you feel like you in this thing by yourself, y'all. All right, I see nobody's sun, moon, and rise. Irene Schaefer, Miss Irene Schaefer, you have a sun in Leo? I'm confused. Is that the proper one, honey? Miss Irene, can you confirm that it's the sun in Leo, moon in Cancer, and Pisces rise? Can you confirm that real quick? Sun in Leo, moon in Cancer, and Pisces rise. Sun in Leo, moon in Cancer, and Pisces rise. Oh wait, just Brianna slipped in there too. All right, hold on. Now I'm getting all confused. Ain't nobody over here on Instagram, right? Y'all don't want to read this back and forth thing. Sometimes it's a little much, but it's all right. You know why? Because I'm Celeste's daughter and I can handle anything. Okay. Until Miss Irene confirms that thing, let's go. Just Brianna. Cancer, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, and Gemini rising. There's the switch up. Let's bring some other signs up in this piece. That Aquarius moon, my son has an Aquarius moon. Let me tell you, did you know that when you are born with a particular moon sign, it's your view of your mother? Did y'all know that? I think I said that at least once or twice here on the village because they pay attention and we talk a lot, right? That Aquarius moon. So that means, honey pie, Brianna, that when you came through your mother's womb, you viewed your mother as an Aquarius, even though she could be a whole nother sign. I got you, Treasure 72. Even though you can be a whole nother sign. Carla Vega's in the spot. What up, girl? She could be a whole nother sign, but you viewed her as independent. You viewed her as a little artistic, possibly weird. You viewed her as, and this is again for Brianna, you viewed her as someone that was a little detached from you as a mother. It's not to say that she didn't take care of you or that she didn't love you, but your relationship was a little it has space in between. She allows you to be independent and she wasn't as coddling as possibly maybe you wanted her to be, or compared to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? Again, our moon sign is how we view our mothers. And that is the position of that Aquarius moon, among some other things too. And Gemini rise, all right, you walk into the room, is you not, are not only the life of the party, but incredibly talkative. I like Gemini rising people, to be quite honest with you. Although you can kind of flip back and forth on some shit. What's up, Melissa? How you doing? As though you can flip back and forth on some things, and it almost seems that Gemini rising is never really standing on something, which looks like you not being loyal. Does that make sense? I'm not accusing you of not being loyal. Here where I'm going. How you present yourself to the world is very dual, right? Very flipped and flopped. This is for Brianna. Is she even in this piece? Let me go to the comments. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. It's kind of flipping and flopping, right? So, I mean, we can go. It's mutable. We can go to the movies, but then, fuck that. I want to go and hang out with my man. It's like, I'm at the movies, bitch. Where are you? I'm with my baby. How you switch your decisions in a matter of an hour and leave me hanging at the movies? I'm just saying. You got to watch that, Brianna, because that's, again, on your rise. It doesn't say that's who you are. You a sweet little Cancer who's loyal as hell to a fault and incredibly possessive and just sensitive as hell. So if I say this to you, you might take it the wrong way. Please don't know that that's that Gemini that's just doing the dance in front of people. When we don't want our rising energy to show up as a primary force, we have the ability to shut that down. It's a rising sign. It's not our sun. You didn't take it the wrong way? You said it's just facts. You're so cute. Thank you for understanding that. Do y'all get that though? The rising sign is something. Hey, how you doing over there? The rising my philosophy. That's so dope. The rising sign is something that we can alter. It's like, for instance, in this moment in time, my Leo rising is up for sure. For sure. Why? Because I don't know y'all, and y'all don't know me, and I'm on protection mode. You dig what I mean? But every now and again, you will catch me get a little bit soft. And if I get soft and I decide to turn it down, which I am now, I'm not in acting mode. I'm just deciding to kind of sit in my Cancer self and think about food, because now I want to eat because I activated my Cancer. Now I feel like, what am I doing here in front of all of these people, right? Because I took my Leo out. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to you, Brianna, and everybody else, that when you want to take your Leo out, or when you want to take your rising out, you can. You have to know how that rise shows up, though. You dig? So again, Brianna, when you want to show people that you are loyal, show people that you are sweet, you have to take that flighty, very dualistic, talkative. It almost seems manic to some people, but you control it. I'm just going to say that. Gemini is always all over the place, but it's a place that they like to dance. And to everybody else, it looks like they are dancing around the goddamn universe and they can't control it. It's not up to them to control. You dig? But if you would like for people to see that you are in control, drop the Gemini. That's all I'm going to say. All right, on over here, Harmonic Evolution just walked up in the spot. I think I was going to read somebody else, though. Let me make sure I'm being true to my word, because I think Treasure 72 stepped up, right? You still in here? Sun in Libra, Moon in Aries, and Scorpio rise. We kind of touched upon those energies already. I don't know if you just walked in the room. Nice to see you. We touched on all of that. I'm trying to think in my head what I can say differently in this moment in time. I mean, we love that Libra energy. Thank you. That's what I'll talk about. That sun in Libra, and this is who you are. As a sun sign is who you are. It's how you like to shine. You understand what I'm saying? It's your vulnerable spaces. I love Libra energy. My mama's a Libra. Although it's my square, I learn a lot from her, more so as I've gotten older. Because, and understand this, we all have two squares, right? Libra's square is Cancer and Capricorn, right? If you want to know what your square is, ask me real quick and I'll tell you. Libra's square is Cancer and Capricorn. So my square is Libra. So here's the deal. I learned from my mother, I'm teaching you. I learned from my mother what Libra energy is all about. once I decided to control my ego, once I decided to push her aside, when I open up my heart and when I say, okay, let me see what this woman really has to say. What is she saying behind the crazy, because Libra energy can come off very sarcastic. It can come off sometimes really pragmatic in a way. It's not that it's not caring, but it's a lot of information that's coming at you at once, and sometimes it doesn't feel emotional. Sometimes it does for this Cancer. Sometimes it doesn't feel, or for water signs for that matter, and definitely for Cancers. Sometimes it doesn't feel like you can work with it, understand it, wrap your arms around it, feel comforted by it. Facts is facts is facts is facts is what Libra says. Does that make sense to anybody? Right? So that Libra sun, the point I was about to make, I forgot. Oh. The Libra sun being practical, being the mediator. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say something totally different. I'm talking too fast, moving too fast. Libra. Oh, I was going to say something very poignant about Libra energy. Please come on back. Please come back to Jamaica. Go back to Jamaica. What's old is what's new. I want you to join us. We're waiting for you. Oh shit! I totally forgot. But here's the thing. This is why okay. Let me see. It'll come back around. Libra. That's different from Cancer. Cynical but factual in its own way. So, the square. Thank you. Good God. So the fact that I had to learn from Libra energy that it's not void of emotion, it's just that they are realistic. You understand what I'm saying? So you can learn from Libras. You can learn from your square. Again, if you separate yourself, because Libra energy is very real. Like on the real, is very real. And if it doesn't seem to be real, it's always looking for something to prove to be wrong. That's the cynical part. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to leave that right there because now I'm getting tired. What's my square? Tabitha, I don't know your sign. How you going to ask me what your square is? And I don't know what your sun sign is. It has to be square to your sun. I'm sorry if I sounded a little harsh in that moment in time, but you got to give me more information. You got to give me more information. Does it mean anything if your child's moon is the same as your mom's sun sign? Oh, Yolanda. Oh, I hate these riddles. They seem like riddles to me because I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, hold on. Does that mean anything if your child's moon is the same as the mom's sun sign? Oh, like if you have a child and your child's moon is the same as your sun sign, it doesn't mean, it just means that child sees you how you are, basically. Bottom line. That makes sense? Please don't ask me what your square is if I don't know your sign. Did I confuse y'all? I mean, I could take it. Did I confuse y'all? In order for me to know what the square is to you, I need to know your sign, right? My philosophy, I don't understand that question. How has this Cancer season been impacting you as a Cancer? Me in particular? I hate these lives sometimes because I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I like to be thorough. That's why I'm not going to guess and spend too much time trying to figure out what you're actually saying. If you can ask that question a little bit more specifically, I would be happy to answer that for you. Tabitha, you are an Aries? Okay, your square is Capricorn and Cancer. The square to Aquarius is Taurus and Scorpio. All right. You appreciate the gems? I appreciate you, Treasure 72. Again, doing my best to just be of service in this way. And I think I've been on here a little bit longer than I anticipated. That's for ding dong damn sure. I'm looking for questions over here. If you want to know what your square is, please remind me of your sun sign. I'd appreciate that. Again, okay? All right, y'all. My philosophy as an Aquarius rising, a sun in Libra, and moon in Sag. I'll say one or two things about that, and then I'm going to go to harmonic evolution if they're still here. Aquarius rising. I love Aquarius rising on some level because, again, just like Libra rising, they're always trying to keep the peace. But Aquarius rising keeps the peace by not engaging in confrontation at all. Aquarius rising does not like to fight. It's really interesting, though, because Aquarius rising don't like to fight, but they're the biggest freaking rebels out there. You know what I mean? They're the biggest rebels out there. Aquarius energy. So almost always you're going to fight and have some kind of confrontation if you are rebellious. Does that make sense to anybody else but me? So you gotta recognize my philosophy that you can be free. You can be free to be who you are on the outside, on your rising, on your clothes. You can be free to be who you are, but at the same time, there's always gonna be somebody questioning that shit. So don't be thrown off. Okay, when somebody questions who you are, and then in your moon in Sagittarius, oh, your moon and your sun and your rise are all in harmony. By the way, that's a nice little partier, light, levitated, sociable type of person with that moon in Sag, always looking for the fun. That's for sure. But when that rising gets a little what's the word? You're approached with any kind of confrontation, that moon in Sag will bank left. That's for sure. Your emotional response is not to engage in the confrontation at all. Even if the rebel feels threatened, you're not going to engage in confrontation. Your moon in Sag, your emotional reaction is either to be funny, to be sarcastic, or to throw up the middle finger and be like, fuck all y'all, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, and bank left out this mug. That's for you, my philosophy. Very, very interesting. But your sun in Libra always makes it a charming situation. Y'all, if y'all like anything that I'm saying, and if I've helped you in any way, please donate to my channel. I appreciate that. Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. You know, a girl puts in a little bit of work, and my real mission is just to keep us all going again, so we can see ourselves. Even a little bit of information helps. You dig? Y'all agree? So slip your girl $777 or $7.77, whatever you want to do. I appreciate that. I love to finish that thought. The fact that you have that sun in Libra, even though you're a rebel, and even though the Sag, your moon in Sag, keep things happy and dismissive, and oftentimes looking for the party or whatever, and banking left on the adventure. The sun, like I said, to finish the thought, the sun in Libra always keeps you charming, always keeps you part of a partnership, always looking for someone. I appreciate you. I understand you. I respect you as my partner. So what do you need? That's what my mother as a Libra taught me too. How to respect partnerships, how to share space with people. Because oftentimes it's not easy to share space with people. Do y'all agree? Like, I mean, you can be in a relationship, but sometimes you don't want that motherfucker over your house all the time. Sometimes you don't want to live with them. You want to be with them. You want to, have good lovemaking sessions with them. But do I want to see you every day? Libra energy respects the fact that this is a whole nother person, a whole nother entity that has their problems, their gifts, their understanding. And I'm going to give you time to work that thing out. And when you get better, you come on back and see me. Help yourself to help me in this partnership is what Libra energy says. I like that. I like that about Libra energy. Anyway, I'm keeping it moving, y'all. I'm keeping it moving. I missed a lot of things that people are saying because it's just a lot. You know what I mean? So somebody asked, Melissa said, can you say a little bit about what it means to have Saturn in Leo? Saturn is about fear. Saturn is about lessons learned and restrictions. When you have Saturn in Leo, basically, I'm gonna be straight up and down. You don't like nobody. How about this? You get disappointed in your expectations oftentimes. That's your lesson. Your biggest lesson is not to have high expectations about people. That's a hard one. You keep standards and your morals and your standards really, really high for people. including yourself, by the way. But at the end of the day, you got to learn how to give people grace. That's one of the challenges. Saturn, again, is about that fear. Why are you fearing the expectations that you have for other people? Because your father set up some expectations. And the reason why I'm saying that and going into that bag is because Saturn has to deal with the dad. Y'all want to read and y'all need to hit me up on my website. When I come back from Costa Rica, we can do this thing. All right. No, for real, for real. And I felt that very strongly for you. Not to say that I'm soliciting any work in this moment in time, but Saturn energy is a beast because it helps us to get out of our daddy issues. So I'm just saying, Melissa, what did your dad do? How did he not show up? How did his expectations or the thing that you expected of him, how did he not meet those expectations? I'm just saying. He could be a cool ass dude. I'm not putting nothing on nobody. But sometimes people just don't do what we want them to do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, Saiba, your square as a Virgo is hello, Gemini and Sagittarius. It's a hard lesson, Melissa, but you get it though, right? I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. All right, y'all. I spend enough time talking to y'all, and I appreciate you being here. I really, really do. Oh, the last thing I said I was going to do is pull a card, right? Let me take a sip of this real quick. If you have any quick questions that you would like to ask, I'd appreciate if you can. You're welcome, Tabitha. I'd appreciate if you can put that up right now while I take this swig. You're welcome, Roxy, and thank you for saying that. I appreciate you for saying that. I appreciate people that appreciate me as we appreciate each other. You're welcome, Saiba. Okay. The reason why we pick cards, because I like to leave y'all with a little bit of, actually, I think it was Rabbi Rob or somebody over here on YouTube suggested it some months back. And I just started putting it into the program, so to speak, so we can leave. And again, I surmise it as us leaving with a little bit of energy. You know what I mean? Leaving the space with this vibration, helping us see exactly what it is that we can do as a village, helping us stay pointed on a message as a village to move out into the world. Does that make sense? And help change some things. Does that make sense? Yes, yes. So can I do that thing? Please check your Saturn. So let me pick this card for us all as I say a little silent prayer. Again, if y'all want a question answered, put it on up there. Tiffany Graves Davis, I appreciate you. She said my readings are the truth. And they are. I show up just like this. I show up with wrinkled shirts and a big old scarf on my head on Zoom. And I'm like, all right, what's your name? Who is you? Let me tell y'all a real quick story. Squirrel. Before I started doing these readings, I always had a vision of myself being that old lady in a shack, in the back of a shack in the woods somewhere. And literally, honest, I would love to make money doing other things so I can do this for free. I'd love to do this really, really, really for free. On the real, and be that old lady that was in my vision, in my mind years ago. At 70, 80 years old, which I don't charge nobody, but y'all gonna have to find me in the bush somewhere. SonjaMarie is in the bush. She's 79 and she's giving free readings. Remember when she used to do that back in the day? Oh, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to find her. She's at coordinate 97 north of 65 south of west of, because she's somewhere in the woods and she'll give you a read. By that time, by 79, I'll be able to talk to the birds and all kinds of shit. Oh, I make myself laugh. Anyway, that's for y'all. I pray to be that lady. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you. Boop. There we go. It's exactly what I feel. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? As I read out of my broken down book, Integration. It's about that dark and that light. It's about the up and the down. Yo, we're gonna talk about this in Costa Rica extensively because the theme for this year is about living in the light. Living the light. How you gonna live the light if you can't appreciate the dark? And with the light and the dark together, it's about integration. So many people want to run from the darkness. So many people want to run from the shit that doesn't make them look savory, that doesn't make them look nice, you know. And this is why we study astrology, because we all respond in different ways. Capricorns always want to keep it together. Virgos don't want to show their imperfections. Cancers get all sensitive and shit when you tell me I did something wrong. Leos are like, oh my God, what you talking about? I got ego. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. And if I'm not right, I'm going to lick my wounds in the corner and never come out for about 15 days or whatever. You understand what I mean? Everybody has a reaction to darkness, to the underbelly, the yin yang, the underside. Everybody always wants to stay in the lightness of things. You dig what I'm saying? But we got to appreciate them both. That's why we're here on the planet. We're here to love. That's absolute. But we're also here to learn how to do this duality thing, this integration. You dig? Thank you, Treasure 72. That's so sweet of you to say. I appreciate that. Y'all get that? Come on now. Really, really, really pay attention as I read this. All right. Let me get to it. Ask any questions, but we're going to talk about this in Costa Rica. For those that are on here that are coming, it's about that. So this is right on time. This is on par, and this is right on time. I'm so grateful, Spirit, for this message. I'm so grateful. So let's work on this, y'all. As a collective, let's work on this dynamic of integration, all right, for the next week or so. I'm trying to show the picture to both. The image of integration is the unio mystica, the fusion of the opposites. This is a time of communication between the previously experienced dualities of life. Rather than the night opposing the day or the dark suppressing the light, they work together to create a unified whole, turning endlessly one into the other, each containing in its deepest core the seed of the opposite. Ashe. The eagle and the swan are both beings of flight and majesty. The eagle is the embodiment of power and aloneness. The swan is the embodiment of space and purity, gently floating and diving upon and within the elements of the emotions, entirely content and complete within her perfection and beauty. We are the union of the eagle and the swan, the male and the female, the fire and water, life and death. The card of integration is a symbol of self creation, new life, mystical union, otherwise known as alchemy. Ashe, amen, aho. Ooh, I can go on like about 7 different tangents in regards to what I just read, how I read it, and what came through in that moment in time. The first thing was about sexuality and how so many people who want to stay in control are trying to control the genders and the identities of so many people. If you want to be a woman, be a woman. Who gives a fuck? If you want to be this and you want to be a man, be a man. Who gives a fuck? Everybody has their judgments and their uncomfortable feelings around it. So, okay, cool. But there is a sense of integration. Do you agree? When it comes to the gender identity and sexuality nowadays, especially. That's what this younger generation is teaching us. Integration in a very specific way, talking about gender identity and sexuality, but it's integration nonetheless. Squirrel, did you know that there were so many native and indigenous cultures that put bisexual people on high regard in the tribe? Why? Because they believed and they deemed to them to have power because they were integrated. Y'all know that? Did y'all know that? It's this weird ass society that changes this shit around and that teaches us and conditions us to hate other things that we can't control. I'm just saying, this is one point of this integration. You dig what I'm saying? Let's talk about that another day. You get that? There was something else that the male and the female, fire and water. This integration in knowing how to bring the two together, whether it's sexuality, whether it's your emotions, whether it's reality, whether it's information, but they have to be contrary. Actually, what this card is saying creates something different, creates a third lane. It's called alchemy. So if you have the day and the night, the man and the female, the woman and the female, good God, the man and the woman, right? You have these two different converse situations that are happening in this moment in time. It creates a third lane called alchemy, new creation, new life, a new way of being. And that's, my friend, is what they are afraid of. They are afraid of the new way of being. They are afraid of the new light. They are afraid of the new emotion. They are afraid of the new generations. They are afraid of the new power. They are afraid of that third lane called alchemy, which is above and beyond anything AI can fucking control. You get what I'm saying? 1 + 1 = 3. Yaya, you better talk to me, my Gemini sister. 1 + 1 = 3. And because they don't get that math, they are afraid. Don't let them steer you away from integrated thought. Please and very please. And help your emotions more than anything to understand it within yourself so you can hold on to your own sanity. Does that make sense? I'm out this motherfucker. I'm on the plane. See y'all later when upon my return. Much love to you. Be good to yourself and take that with you. All right? Take that integrated thought with you. 1 + 1 is what, y'all? Tres. I got to go on Duolingo. Bye. So I can get my Spanish together. Much love to y'all. Mwah, mwah. I see y'all in a couple of weeks, all right? You just booked that session, Melissa? Oh, shit. Thank you, honey pie. I see you then, okay? And much love to all of y'all over on YouTube, my sweet, sweet village. Come on over to the village and join us on Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. I'd appreciate that, okay? Yay. See you soon. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Bye, Miss Edna.